Okay, Bhante. We listen. I mean, there's one Dhamma speaker. He mentioned before that according to Chinese culture, that we pray to the ancestors that have departed with food and all this, even that they cannot eat. Okay, but when they see all these things, they will rejoice with it and they are happy. So when they are in a happy mood, then we transfer merit, they will get it. I mean, in a way, they will get it. So they, even though they cannot eat, but with Chinese culture, we burn the shoe, we burn the house, the paper house, everything to them. So they rejoice in it, even though they don't get it. When they see it, that they can come back to the house. Then they see the table with so many food, yeah. So they rejoice and they are happy. So is that true? That
maybe in your culture, but the Buddhist way is what I said.
Yeah.
In the Buddhist way, they cannot, to rejoice, they must be able to get it in Buddhist way.
Oh.
So we are not trying to criticize or take it in their way. So I think, that's the Chinese way. So we have to respect that. So, but the Buddhist way, Buddha says, if you're really concerned about your departed ones, it's better to give all the good food, all those food that you are spending to someone who is worthier than you, higher than you in Sila, Samadhi, Panya.
Okay.
And then create good karmas and give those good karmas to them.
Okay. So only when they can enjoy eat it and they can get it only is
through the good karmas.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That's the Buddhist way. That's the Buddha, what the Buddha said.
Okay.
So it's not a criticism of what Chinese culture does, but Buddhist way. Yeah. Yes.
Good morning, Bhante. I would like to ask, when we have the marriage, that we want to transfer the marriage to the departure one, do we need to think about it, name their departure names, or just to transfer the marriage to the departure ones, or everyone, or we have to think of my father, my great father, or only when they can get it?
I think it's better to name them, then we will feel
in the heart,
they will,
or name it
I don't know whether you name it in different places. By heart.
By heart.
Yeah.
Okay,
by
I
heart.
will transfer this marriage to
coming
someone
from the mouth, but by
the heart.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Then only they can receive the marriage.
Yes,
is it?
yes. Now say for instance, a monk is to go to a hospital for a blessing, right? And then now he has to see one patient, maybe a devotee. But the monk says it's not. This doesn't matter. I go to the ward. I just do a general blessing for all the sick people in the ward. He can do so. But if he goes to a certain patient and then say his name or her name, that is much better. If patient can hear, he can feel better. Or the Bhante is talking to me, he's blessing me. This is the same analogy to the transference of merits. Because you don't know many people, you only know your beloved ones, maybe maximum of 20 people.
Okay.
So why can't you think about their names specifically?
Okay.
Other people you don't know.
Yeah.
Then you can do a general transfer, may others, who I don't know.
Okay, thank you, Bhante.
Yeah. That's better, just to feel, Yeah.
Bhante, Sadhu.
Yes.
About doing dana and good deeds, as Bhante mentioned, offering to the Sangha, especially like during this, what they call 7 lunar months. So what happens if we do good deeds by giving food materials to the orphanage or overcomes? Is that the same as offering, similar to offering dana? So that these merits can be transferred to the departed ones?
Yeah, that's what I said. We want to innovate our dana activity. Now, when many devotees are going to offer dana, they are looking at Sangha members. That's true, because Buddha never said to give to an orphanage and you create karmas for the Petas, right? But he always say, do to people who have a higher practice, right? Higher practice in Sila, Samadhi, Panya. But if we do that all the time, because Buddha is specifying Petas, okay, if you want to give for Petas, better for the Sangha members. But are we only doing dana for the Petas, ghost? No, we are supposed to give dana at all times. So then, orphanage, old folks' homes, many other places who need support, maybe low-income families, right? If you go to some countries, there are a lot of street children, right? Many people are going through a lot of suffering. So we have to innovate our dana activity, bring our dana activity to those people too. But for the Petas, it's particular for the higher people. Sometimes the Buddha says, in order for dana to be a little bit better for the Petas, better to give it to someone who has a higher practice. That is why Sangha members are there. But we should not stick to that in our overall dana practice. So we have to, as you said, orphanage, other things, there are so many places to donate, right? Even for pet sanctuary, right? There are a lot of pets, street pets, there are no owners. So we have to innovate how to do it. But if there is someone who is only thinking that giving to Sangha member is only my dana, that's a misconception. I want to tell them. If it is dana, it's only the vihara, that is a anti-Buddhist, Buddhist unfriendly. That is an idea which the Buddha didn't said always. I tell you a very small sutta for that, to back up the information. In one sutta, Anguttara Nikaya, one Brahmin came and accused the Buddha. Bhante, you are saying something which people don't like. So what people are accusing about? He said, you have told people, if you want to offer dana, it is only you who should be offered. There were other very recognized teachers, Purna Kassapa, Makkali Gosala, Ajita Kesa Kambala, Pakuda Kachayana, Nigantanataputta, Sanjay Bellata. These 6 teachers are not included. If devotees or other people cannot find me, if I am not in the temple, then you should only give dana to my Sangha members, not to other teachers, Sangha members or followers. Then Buddha was listening to these 2 accusations. Then he said to Vachchagutta, this is an utter false statement. I never said like this. My way of saying dana, how I encourage people to dana is this. He said, you should understand now the bare minimum place of the dana activity. Bare minimum, the starting point. He said, look, when someone finish lunch, breakfast, dinner, and then goes to wash cups, rinse cups, plates. If that person is going to wash cups and plates, and there are still a little bit of, used stuff, some rice, some other dishes. If that person is to think, if there are any tiny micro beings who are down the sewage line, who are down the sinkhole, can consume these food or water liquid stuff, may they be able to consume and subsist on my leftover. That is the starting point of Buddhist way of dana. Then he asked, do you think I had told like these kind of things to other people? No. That means every time when you eat in your house, at home, when you wash your cups and plates, you can have that wish. You are doing a dana. Then what about the orphanage? What about the sanctuaries? So dana has to be innovative. So if any person thinks that only giving to Sangha member is only way of giving dana, that's a misunderstanding. Yeah. I think. Yes.
Can the dana free or shorten the Petas duration as a Peta?
It may or may not be. It depends on their state of life. Some Petas, they have done a lot of bad karmas. You become a Peta by doing a lot of bad karma. So some Petas cannot be changed with our good karmas because of the past bad. Some Petas can.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's an undefined area which we don't know, but we do our part. So yeah.
Thank you, Bhante. The way I understand dana is it's a general state of mind and how you transfer charity and good merits to everything around you. When we talk about innovation, I think one of the important things, not just about giving food to the orphanages or offering food to a cat, for example. I think one thing that, in talk about innovation, to me, the biggest thing that's facing survival on this planet is the climate crisis. I'm passionate about it. And when you talk about, I go around planting trees around my neighborhood, and every time I plant a tree, that tree I know will feed lots of insects. I know people look at ants and all as pests, but that will feed insects, and that will feed worms and feed animals and all other microbes that you talk about. That's dana to me. When I take the trains twice a week to avoid using my car, to avoid carbon emissions, that's to me is saving the planet and providing dana for all beings on this planet. And I think when you talk about innovation, I think that's how we should look wider than just giving food to orphanages. I know that's admirable, but the one thing that we really, really need to fight now is the climate crisis, which is plant more trees, drive less cars. It's not criticism of everybody else, but that's how we should look at dana, in my opinion.
Yeah. Exactly, different ways of thinking about innovations of dana, saving the planet, right? Zero carbon, emissions, and then I think this is a very crucial topic in today's world. And then, probably Malaysia could be the third largest country for having more cars for one. Probably, I heard.
Yes. Bhante,
Yes.
in our books you read and in our usage, very often you use these two words, transfer merit and share merit. Is there any difference, or is there any time that we have to use certain of that word?
There is no difference in the activity. The difference lies in English.
Yeah.
Two words.
So you can use it anytime, anywhere.
No, transfer is exactly giving something to someone. Devas, they want to rejoice. They simply want to rejoice. So we just rejoice with the living beings.
Isn't it that I was told that to the departed you use the word transfer. To the living beings you use share. Is that correct?
That's a good way.
And another question, this one is also from a previous Dhamma discourses, which quite a number of us attended online. He said, this speaker, with due respect to the speaker, he said, sharing of merit, of transfer of merit, you can only share to those below your realm of existence. But, excuse me, I think it's not what I know, because even today we chanted the Akasanta and all that, we are transferring or sharing merits with the devas. But here he said, correct me to those who have attended there, listen to them. If I'm wrong, he said you cannot share marriage or transfer marriage to the beings who are in higher existence than you. But is it correct? I'm quite confused. And that all this time, I know you can share marriage. In fact, the Devas need a lot of marriage from us also. But
No, when we talk Dhamma, we should have a source. We cannot just talk just because you think as such. Right? Whatever the things I'm talking, they have sources. You can go and check those sources. So there's no such thing that we cannot share. We can share, but we don't know whether they can get it or not, because that is an undefined area. But we feel they will get one day.
yes, excuse me, I don't know why I should bring this up, but I'm quite disturbed when I listen to So as the devotees, shall we Christian the speaker?
It's up to the management here. Was it here? Was the talk done here?
No.
Somewhere else.
Amen.
Yeah. Well, you can have a very diplomatic approach for this. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about others. No, I mean, don't have to worry about others. If you know what is the truth, you just continue your path.
So one day the answer is you can.
Definitely.
Yeah, and they can receive our merits.
They should be able. If they cannot now, they will be deposited till they come to a level to receive them. So they are not going to be left.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can.
Hi, good morning, Bhante. I have a question about dana and due diligence. When you do good, how much due diligence is considered enough? So, for example, if you give to an NGO or orphanage, and then later when you check on them, you realize, oh, in the past they've actually done some fraud cases in the past, or for example, doing sharing of merits to serial rapists and killers who have passed away. So how much due diligence is considered necessary? And I guess, just interested to know.
Even how much should we donate?
No, like for example, how much due diligence, like how much research is needed before you actually give something.
Choosing the right charity.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, say for I don't want to name them. There are very famous charities in the world. So sometimes you can do your research. Sometimes you donate 1,000 ringgit, but probably 400 ringgit will be taken for the admin fee. Then you know that your whole donation will not be used by them. They only use for the admin fee, 400 ringgit. But you want to find out a place your 1,000 ringgit will be completely used for that particular purpose. You have to do your own research, right? So when the organization is too big, there are certain incidental expenses out of your donation. So, it depends. I don't think there are people who have lots of money, they don't worry about these admin fees. But if you are concerned, if you have a very cut-to-bone budget, if you are budgeted, if you think that your dana is kind of, limited at this time, you can think about a place where the donation will be completely used by the charity. Yeah.
Good morning, Bhante. My question is quite a simple one related to what Brother Low was saying. Regarding transferring, sharing, and one more, what I do more is wishing, just wishing well and happy, because I have a little fear that sometimes when we transfer or share to the, I won't say it's the wrong person or wrong spirits or whatever, because sometimes we do metta for all beings. I have a little fear that they become more attached to you. Is there a possibility? Like maybe they even follow you home or things like that, the more you share. So I'm just thinking, is it better to transfer, share, or just wishing them well and happy? That's my question.
My question, the way how you phrased the question is that you take transferring, sharing, wishing as three things.
Yes.
Actually, what's happening is a wish. Transferring is a wish, not that pour water only. Pouring water, maybe saying Gatha, Idamme Nyati Nang Hotu, Vettavata, Chakasata, all are wishes at the end.
Yes.
So the one who is giving lot of good karmas to departed ones or devas is the one who has the strong wish.
Yes.
Eventually, the good, strong, substantial wish is what is becoming the good karmas. Now your other part is attachment. If you are not attaching to the Petas, they will not be attached to you. Now this is how attachment arises. When you attach to someone in this life, they will attach you too. Right? So when you do good karmas according to the Tirokuda Sutta, they are helping you, they are protecting you. Right? This is what happens with a pet also, right? When you give food to a dog for some time, dog thinks that my master, I have to protect him. Right? But you are the one who should understand, do the help without creating an attachment to them. Let's say that you are thinking, today I'm thinking of my Peta. May Peta come to my house. I'll take care of you. I'll take care. Today I cook some delicious rice, so please come. Yeah, they will be attached to you. You just do it. May they be able to take my good karma. That's it. So the way you do it is the way how you creating an attachment or not. Otherwise they cannot create a very high attachment and come and trouble you. Now even in a relationship, if you are too attached to someone, then only other person will bother you. If you are not showing that much attachment, they know that this is kind of a very general thing. Same thing.
Oh, okay. Because every morning I go for yoga. That's where I do a lot of metta transfer to whatever beings that's around. So that's the thing that troubled me a bit. But now that
when you do a good karma, at the end of good karma, just think about any Peta. If your mother, father not with you anymore, then think about it. That's it. Other than that, don't try to think that may they come, may they do this thing. Yeah.
think the right thoughts.
Right. Perhaps we can take 2 more questions and then we go to the transfer of some days.
Do we have any questions?
You can turn the camera.
Bhante,
Yeah.
talking about ghosts, my sister-in-law told me she saw a ghost. She was working in Kerala.
One blessed person,
No.
to see a ghost.
So it's a corporate building. So she at night, about maybe she was working late, she went to the toilet. Then as she opened the door, she saw the figure, all white, long hair, sitting at the toilet bowl. So after that, she's a Christian. She said something, and then after that, she said the thing disappeared. So in this case, is the ghost giving a signal for helping or anything?
Well, I think there is no connection of that ghost to this your relative. There are some who are haunting because of their unfinished business. Maybe he or she was killed in that place, so it's like just haunting around, coming back to the source of that killing. Just being unhappy about what happened to them, unfinished business. So, yes.
So in that case, what if a person see a ghost? What they have to do?
According to the Buddhist way.
Buddhist way.
Now she's a Christian, right? As you said.
Buddhist way.
Yeah, Buddhist way. You can do a dana, good karma, and then think about, may that ghost I saw in the toilet in that skyscraper building be able to receive these good karmas. May they go to a better place. If the ghost is appearing many times, then what we do normally is that a monk is going after blessing, sprinkle the water everywhere. That's the purpose of to every nook and corner.
Okay, because I work in a hospital, so always I heard my friend who are on night duty, they tell me this unseen being exists lah.
Yeah.
They saw them looking at the bed and all this because one of the, the staff was tired, sleep on the bed, and then the staff nurse was in front.
Yeah.
Then they saw a figure looking at the bed. So next morning he told the lady, "Hey, you sleeping there? Last night there's one person looking at you." So yeah lah, maybe we believe these are unseen beings lah. They are around lah.
No, they exist.
They
but
exist,
because
correct.
they exist, we don't have to create a fear about them. They cannot harm us.
They cannot
If you are a good person, if you follow the Noble Eightfold Path. If you think that there are many people or one person is seeing that kind of a figure in a house, must do a blessing, give good karmas and settle that problem. If there is a hospital, a building, has to do that process. So we have things to do.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Nothing has to go unnoticed. Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll take one more question and wrap
is
this
it
up.
good or bad if you see them?
It is not nice
No, no.
to see a ghost because
Okay, thank you.
it's a trouble. It's very better not to see them.
Better not to see.
Because yeah. We will finish with her. Yeah.
A very short one, Bhante. So, at that very moment, how should we react? Say merits?
May you be well and happy.
Yeah, if you have done good karmas already, so you can think about my good karmas be upon you. Yeah.
Sadhu,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Yeah, last question. Thank you.
Do you believe human being has a third eye? Third eye, he or she can see all these ghosts or spirits.
It depends.
Yeah.
Now, the only person who has a third eye is a god, God Shiva. God Shiva, Ishvara, he has the third eye. But it is said that if he looks anybody through that third eye, that person will be burned right away, not to see. But the third eye you are talking is
It's a
wisdom, kind of a wisdom related thing. Yes, actually, we all have what you call the third eye, the gut feeling. That means that if we have experienced a lot of things in our life, we can feel things. But they may be accurate, they may not be accurate. So
No, in my husband's factory, office, there's a lady. She has a third eye. She can see all these walking around. So in my husband's factory, there is ghost, and my husband say never mind, they are harmless to us. Sometimes the ghost will play playful with my son, because my son always is the last person to leave the place. So he will help my son to switch off the light. and then sometimes my son forgot to close the office door or what, the light will open again, switch on again.
Yeah.
So it's a norm to them in the office. For my son, it's a norm. And I think now he is not. Initially, he is afraid of him, but now he is not afraid of him already, because he will on and off play with him, switch off the light for him, and then
I tell you,
if the office door is not closed, he will on the light again.
yeah, interesting.
Yeah. So my husband says it's okay, let him stay with them. He doesn't do any harm, and the business is doesn't affect the business. The business is very good, ongoing. So every now and then they will offer some food for him. I don't know. This is what.
Well, let me tell you something about this. It looks like a very workaholic employee who passed away a long time ago, can't take away the peace of mind at the workplace, come back again. This thing happens in places. There is someone who has been attached to certain person, certain place, especially places. They come back. But the problem is, now, the way you're explaining now, you are getting things done by him. Getting the support of a Peta. But I think if you are truly kind to that person in the Buddhist way, not that turning the switches on or whatever, better to, I think the battery.
No battery.
I think the better way to do something for the Peta, the person, is give some good karmas and let him go to be reborn in a better place. But he is coming back because of a problem in his life, that he made a mistake. Now we have to help him to be reborn in a better place, right?
Is it a Peta, or maybe it's a guardian deva?
No. They are doing the role of custodian relationship to the workplace at that point. But if you look at from the Buddhist perspective, just because he or she come into houses, places, it is not nice to get things done by these people. They are coming because of their mistake they done. So we have to help them to be reborn in a better place. That is what we do. We say, may they be well and happy. So that is the plan we are supposed to do.
Bhante, invite you to go and do dana. It's good to invite you to.
No, you can invite Sangha members to do a blessing in your place, and not to chase out.
No, Chief
In
has
our
gone.
tradition, we don't chase out the ghost.
No, Chief has gone to the factory.
Okay, so peacefully, kindly asking them, take this
The
marriage.
only room he don't play around, because my husband's room, there's a Buddha Rupa there.
Yeah.
So you don't go in there.
Not he doesn't go, he cannot go there. He cannot. Yes. The non-humans, they are very afraid of, they cannot enter that space because of the spiritual power. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think because of the timing, now let's think about all the good karmas. You are going to offer dana after this. May all these good karmas which you've been creating today be transferred to all the departed ones who passed away in the name of all of us. May they be well and happy. May they attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idamme ñāti nang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idamme ñāti nang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idamme ñāti sukhita huntu ñātayo. May Deva, Naga, Mahidika share all these good karmas. May they be well and happy. May they bless all of us for good health, quality of life and prosperity. May they finally attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Ittavata cha ammehi sambatang punya sampadang. Sabbe deva anumodantu, sabbe bhuta anumodantu, sabbe satta anumodantu. Sabba sampatti siddhya akasattha ca bhummattha. Deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva. Chirang rakhang tulu kasasanang, chirang rakhang tudesana, chirang rakhang tumam paranti, chirang rakhang tutvan sadati. Finally, may all the good karmas which we've been doing today on this special day be supportive and helpful for all of us to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Abhivadana silisse nichang vaddha pachaino. Chattaru dhamma vaddhanti ayuvanno sukham balang. Ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vacha. Atu nibbana sampatti iminati samicchatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Yes. Now probably in 5 more minutes we can have done.
Lunch dana is ready, so we would like to invite Bhante to the pantry areas for lunch dana. How do you off this?